The richest golfers in the world aren't just chasing birdies, they're cashing in on billion-dollar empires built from precision, power, and a touch of chaos. But behind every smooth swing lies a story of rivalry, risk, and reinvention. Today, I'll reveal the untold truths behind golf's quietest and richest revolution. Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy could have grabbed $400 million from Live Golf and called it generational wealth, but he said no. And somehow, he still walked away with $260 million and a halo of integrity brighter than his driver swing. The man plays golf like he's conducting an orchestra, every shot composed, every note perfectly placed, and he invests like he's reading tomorrow's headlines today. His Nike and TaylorMade deals are stacked in the 9-digit club, while his startup, TMRW Sports, is valued at $500 million. Add a Jupiter, Florida mansion that looks more like a modern art exhibit than a house, and you've got golf's clean-cut billionaire in the making. What's wild? His moral stance didn't cost him, it made him. Rory became the good guy of golf, the loyalist in a sea of sellouts, the rebel who didn't need to rebel. In an era where everyone's chasing the bag, Rory proved something radical. Sometimes, integrity is the best investment. Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson wears $100 million like it's a pair of sunglasses, effortlessly. His swagger is so casual it's almost suspicious, as if he just accidentally got rich and decided to lean into it. When he signed that $125 million Livy golf deal, the world didn't just gasp, it winced at the sheer audacity.
Couple we're here to talk about, Dustin Johnson and Paulina Gretzky. The home here that piqued the couple's interest is this place, a modern mansion on a 1.74-acre lot along the Intracoastal Waterway. Built in 2009, the home became the couple's in 2015 when they splashed out $5 million on the place.
Now he's the poster boy for golf's luxury rebellion. Palm Beach mansions, Lamborghinis, and a perfectly chaotic power couple dynamic with Paulina Gretzky, where fairways meet fame. DJ's swing is pure poetry, slow, smooth, and devastating, the kind of motion that prints money. As co-owner of 4 Aces GC, he doesn't just play the game, he commodifies it. Add body armor deals, designer fits, and that unbothered grin, and you've got golf's coolest contradiction, the chillest man in a high-pressure sport. While others chase legacy, Johnson just racks up trophies and zeros. He didn't chase golf's old money, he made new money look cooler. Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler might be golf's least dramatic millionaire, and somehow, that's his superpower. With an estimated $97 million to his name, including a jaw-dropping $63 million in 2024 earnings, Scheffler has quietly bulldozed his way into financial absurdity. While others chase headlines, he just keeps winning, methodically, relentlessly, almost suspiciously calm.
In the last 8 days, Scottie Scheffler has made $8.5 million in total prize money. That breaks down to over $15,000 every single golf shot.
His Dallas home is shockingly understated for a man this rich, more family comfort than celebrity compound. Yet behind that humility lies a sponsorship machine. Nike, TaylorMade, and a constellation of brands that add another $15 million a year to his serene empire. He spends off days volunteering, smiling politely, and reminding golf fans that being scandal-free is the new rebellion. No Ferraris, no mansions flaunted on Instagram, just precision, patience, and paychecks the size of Texas. Scottie Scheffler proves that charisma isn't a requirement for wealth, consistency is. In a sport built on drama and ego, he's the ultimate twist, the quiet kid who became the richest man in the room. Fred Couples, the legend they call Boom Boom, turned chill into cold, hard cash. Worth around $120 million, he made the art of not trying too hard look like a business strategy. That effortless swing, that Sunday afternoon smile, all a masterclass in disguise. Behind the mellow facade lives a man who grinds quietly, stacking real estate, car collections, and Champions Tour victories like it's just another easy 9 holes. From his Newport Beach mansions to low-key wellness brand deals, Couples has built a portfolio that hums with understated wealth. He doesn't flash it, but he doesn't need to. The vibe does the talking. His lifestyle whispers vintage luxury in a world screaming for attention. Fred walks into a room, and everything slows down. The air, the energy, even your pulse. He's the rare case of a man who monetized tranquility. No hashtags, no hustle posts, just that timeless swing and a bank account that never breaks a sweat. Tiger Woods. And at the top, who else could it possibly be? Tiger Woods. Net worth, $1.3 billion. That's not a fortune. That's a myth carved into the green. Every swing, every scandal, every comeback stitched together into the legend of golf's first true global brand. Tiger didn't just win tournaments. He rewrote the economy of the sport.
Tiger Woods has one of the coolest houses I've ever seen. Tiger purchased his Jupiter Island home in 2006 for a record $40 million. He then tore down the existing structure and spent the next 4 years building the perfect home. The front yard faces the Atlantic Ocean, and the backyard has a private beach and a dock for a 62-foot, $3 million fishing boat. The house consists of 2 buildings.
From his Nike partnership that became cultural gospel to Rolex deals that outlasted eras, Tiger turned endorsements into dynasties. His Jupiter Island mansion glimmers like a monument to ambition, while his yacht, fittingly named Privacy, sails on waves of legacy and intrigue. Even his silence sells. Through TGR Foundation, he rebuilds education. Through TGR Design, he reshapes the planet one fairway at a time. The man who once limped through Augusta now walks atop an empire built on willpower and marketing genius. His body has broken, his game has faded, but his brand never flinched. Tiger Woods didn't just dominate golf, he monetized greatness itself. A billionaire born from birdies, and still the name that makes golf glitter, Nick Faldo. Once upon a tea time, Sir Nick Faldo wasn't just Britain's golf champion, he was golf's version of royal decorum wrapped in iron precision. With 6 majors and a $60 million fortune, Faldo turned his calm composure into a business model.
Nick was Nick on the course. Nick was determined, conscientious, hardworking, competitive, of course.
These days, his smooth, articulate voice earns millions behind the broadcast desk, where he delivers commentary with that signature mix of charm and quiet superiority. Off camera, Faldo's empire thrives through golf course design, real estate, and the Faldo series, a global youth program creating his next generation of protégés, or, as some say, mini Faldos. His Montana ranch looks like a postcard from paradise, his watch collection gleams with Rolex elegance, and his legacy rests on the intersection of mastery and money. Faldo doesn't need to swing anymore, he's already parred life itself. The once fierce competitor now plays a quieter game, one where sophistication, strategy, and smart investments make the richest score of all. Joaquin Niemann. Joaquin Niemann isn't just Chile's golf prodigy, he's the poster child for the modern millionaire athlete. At only 26, he's already sitting on a cool $60 million, and he didn't wait around for legacy or tradition to approve it. When the LIV golf revolution came calling with Saudi-sized checks, Niemann answered faster than a drive off the first tee. Now the captain of Torque GC, he's pocketing $21 million in winnings while old-school purists debate ethics and heritage. Off the course, Niemann's life is a highlight reel of luxury. Sleek properties tucked into Santiago Hills, European supercars parked beside custom practice greens, and a wardrobe that screams under 30 and untouchable. Yet behind the flair, there's heart. His foundation supports disabled golfers across South America, a philanthropic twist to all that flash. Niemann is proof that patience is overrated in the age of instant fame. Why wait for history when you can cash in early, drive 350 yards, and still make it look effortless? Jim Furyk. If golf ever needed proof that ugly can be beautiful, Jim Furyk is the evidence. That famously crooked looping swing? It's the mechanical masterpiece that somehow turned awkward into $60 million worth of perfection. Furyk's style looks like geometry in motion, but it's built on relentless precision, not flair. 17 PGA Tour wins later, he's the quiet conqueror, a man who made consistency cooler than charisma.
Thanks to one big sand save, Jim Furyk is golf's $10 million man. The PGA Tour veteran won $10 million for capturing the FedEx Cup as he won Sunday's Tour Championship tournament in dramatic fashion. Furyk was so deep in a bunker on the 18th hole that he could only see the top of the lip. That lie put Furyk's one-shot lead in jeopardy, but the former US Open winner lofted a shot out of the sand that landed less than 3 feet from the cup.
While other pros flash Rolexes and rival jets, Furyk's wealth hides behind khaki humility. He's invested smartly in Pennsylvania real estate, dabbles in classic car collections, and even captained Team USA at the Ryder Cup, all while keeping that calm, accountant energy. His charity, the Jim and Tabitha Furyk Foundation, channels millions into youth programs and community work, proving that his steady hand extends far beyond the fairway. Furyk may never have been the flashiest golfer in the room, but in a sport obsessed with image, his quiet fortune whispers louder than any luxury brand ever could. Ian Poulter. Ian Poulter doesn't just play golf, he performs it like a peacock strutting through Augusta. The man's existence is a highlight reel of swagger and sponsorships. His closet? A war zone of tartan and confidence. His garage? A Ferrari museum where horsepower meets hubris. With an estimated net worth of $60 million, Poulter's drive, both on and off the course, has been anything but quiet. From his volcanic Ryder Cup tantrums to cashing in on the LIV golf gold rush, he's turned controversy into currency. His Florida mansion shines like a diamond in a sand trap, and his partnerships with Cobra and Titleist glitter like trophies of modern capitalism. Co-owning Majestic's GC, he's not just swinging clubs, he's building empires. Love him or loathe him, Poulter is golf's unapologetic showman, loud, luxurious, and utterly unfiltered. Because while golf might whisper, Ian Poulter roars, preferably from behind the wheel of a Ferrari. Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau didn't just change golf, he hacked it. With $60 million in the bank and muscles that look peer-reviewed, he turned the fairway into a physics lab. Every swing, every calorie, every sponsorship is an equation solved in real time.
Was unbelievable, obviously. It's that, making that 6-footer finish it off.
His LEV golf payday, Cobra contracts, and YouTube empire turned the mad scientist into a walking algorithm of success. Between sketching course designs, modeling data-driven diets, and polishing Rolex deals, Bryson isn't just a golfer, he's a brand in beta testing. His California mansions hum with high-tech chaos, his garage is packed with horsepower and hubris. Each drive is a spectacle, each interview a dissertation on domination. DeChambeau doesn't play for par, he plays for precision and profit. Because in Bryson's universe, distance equals dollars, and he's always swinging for both. Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka moves through life like a man allergic to effort, yet somehow, effortlessly rich. With $60 million and a face that rarely registers more emotion than a cold brew, he's golf's unbothered alpha, the embodiment of, I woke up like this, wealthy. When Live Golf handed him a cool $35 million in 2025, Koepka didn't celebrate. He probably just shrugged and went back to lifting weights in silence. Nike dresses him, Rolex times him, and his Florida estates glow behind tinted glass, designed to repel both sunlight and small talk. His team, Smash GC, mirrors him perfectly. Bold name, zero drama, maximum control. Critics scream about legacy, while Brooks just cashes deposits, unmoved and unimpressed. Every major win was less a triumph than a spreadsheet success, a line item marked mission accomplished. He's not chasing history, he's billing it. Koepka doesn't crave applause, just precision, paydays, and peace. Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia doesn't walk onto the course, he erupts onto it. With a net worth north of $70 million, he's golf's original hot-blooded showman, a man whose trophy shelf gleams like a Spanish crown jewel display. His Fireball's GC team name isn't clever marketing, it's a warning label. Fueled by passion, pride, and the occasional televised tantrum, Sergio has turned volatility into a career-defining brand. TaylorMade keeps his bag stocked, Adidas keeps his wardrobe royal, and his sun-drenched Spanish estates look like modern-day fortresses for a man who's been both hero and headline hazard. When he jumped ship from PGA tradition to live golf fortune, purists gasped. Sergio just grinned. Because while others chased legacy, he collected checks and chaos in equal measure. Every pout, putt, and press conference explosion added zeros to his myth. Garcia is golf's beautiful contradiction, the fiery knight of fairways, forever fighting, forever paid in full. Vijay Singh. Vijay Singh didn't stumble into greatness, he forged it, one lonely bucket of range balls at a time. With a net worth of $75 million, Singh is proof that relentless work ethic can outshine hype. While others chased sponsorship deals and spotlight moments, Vijay chased consistency, and he caught it. His 34 PGA Tour wins and 3 major championships aren't just stats, they're monuments to obsession. There's no entourage, no flashy lifestyle, just a quiet empire built on sweat equity. His Florida estates hum with calm precision, funded by years of calculated real estate plays and tournament checks earned the hard way. Even now, on the Champions Tour, Singh's focus hasn't dimmed. He's still outworking players half his age, still perfecting a swing that once defined an era. In a sport of luxury and ego, Vijay remains the grind incarnate, the workaholic millionaire who turned golf into a job and somehow became its quietest legend. His wealth doesn't scream, it whispers respect. Ernie Els. Ernie Els doesn't just play golf, he glides through it, like the sport itself owes him a massage afterward. With a net worth hovering around $85 million, the Big Easy turned his calm demeanor into a global luxury brand. Every swing, every smile, every business move feels effortless, because it is. He's earned over $50 million in prize money, but the real treasure lies beyond the greens, his South African resorts, Florida mansions, and the Els Wines label that ages as smoothly as his backswing. His golf course designs stretch from Dubai to the Bahamas, perfectly manicured reflections of his taste for balance and beauty. Between Rolex endorsements, Champions Tour trophies, and his heartfelt Autism Foundation, Els has crafted a legacy that blends class with compassion. He didn't just master golf's tempo, he monetized serenity. Ernie Els proves that while others chase pressure and prestige, the Big Easy just cashes in, gracefully, globally, and golf club in hand. Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm didn't sign with Live Golf, he ignited it like a flamethrower in a silk glove. His jaw-dropping $300 million contract didn't just shake golf's foundations, it shattered them into glittering piles of cash. With a net worth of $225 million, Rahm transformed from Spain's prodigy to the sport's financial juggernaut, a man who hits drives as hard as he negotiates. His Callaway deal, Rolex campaigns, and Scottsdale mansion complete the image, luxury with a scowl. Now, as captain of Legion 3, Rahm leads like a general of precision, a conqueror who measures respect in zeros. In 2025, he raked in $92 million in winnings alone, proof that domination pays, literally. Golf's quiet traditions never stood a chance against Rahm's thunderous self-belief. He's not here to fit into golf's old money club, he's here to own it. With every swing, every stare, and every dollar earned, Jon Rahm isn't just rewriting the rules, he's monetizing the revolution. Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki Matsuyama is living proof that you don't need to shout when your bank account does it for you. With an estimated $100 million in net worth, Japan's most reserved superstar has mastered the art of quiet domination. His historic 2021 Masters win didn't just earn him a green jacket, it made him a national icon and an advertising goldmine. Brands like Lexus, Srixon, and ANA line up for a piece of his calm precision, while his Tokyo penthouses and Lexus-filled garages whisper the story of a man who trades volume for value. Matsuyama doesn't pose, boast, or post, he performs. Every nod, every swing, every pause feels meticulously calculated, like his entire life is played in Zen-like 4D chess. Behind that stoic exterior lies one of golf's shrewdest minds, a player who turned modesty into marketing power. Hideki doesn't need a slogan, his silence is his signature. And in a sport obsessed with noise and money, his fortune proves one thing: quiet confidence pays loud dividends. Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth once owned the golf world, the golden child with the swing of destiny and the grin of a Texas billboard. Even though the trophies stopped piling up as fast as they used to, his money game never cooled off. With an estimated $120 million net worth, Spieth swapped leaderboard domination for financial perfection. His Dallas mansion looks like a modern-day castle, a golfer's kingdom with enough space to store every lost major and every Under Armour paycheck. Because yes, that Under Armour deal? It's the secret sauce. Over $30 million a year in endorsements and equity investments keep Spieth's fortune growing faster than his swing speed. He turned nice guy branding into a full-time business model, equal parts grit, gratitude, and good lighting. And he doesn't just hoard it. Through the Jordan Spieth Family Foundation, he gives back to military families, kids with special needs, and junior golfers chasing the same dream he once caught. The majors might have moved on, but financially, Spieth's still the one holding the trophy. Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson's career is a soap opera funded by golf balls. Worth $350 million, lefty cashed $200 million from LIV, lost $40 million gambling, then smiled like it was strategy.
The five-time major winner is determined to unload his roughly 9,200 square foot Rancho Santa Fe, California home. Lefty has listed the San Diego area property for a sixth time since 2008.
His Rancho Santa Fe mansion is luxury with a view, and his jet is his therapy. Mickelson's risk-taking built both his brand and his bank account. He may flirt with controversy, but every headline seems to add a zero. The man bet against himself, and somehow, still won. Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus doesn't just have $400 million. He engineered the entire concept of golf wealth. The Golden Bear didn't retire, he diversified. Those 18 major championships, timeless trophies. And across the planet, each one a fairway-shaped ATM. Through Nicklaus design, his wine labels, and a sprawling resort empire, Jack turned his brand into golf's original multinational corporation. He didn't just shape greens, he reshaped the industry itself. At 85, he's not just a legend, he's a living business portfolio wearing a visor. Every handshake feels like a licensing agreement, every photo op like a stock split. While others were counting birdies, Jack was counting revenue streams. He didn't merely play golf, he built it, brick by brick, brand by brand, deal by deal. The Golden Bear didn't just roar, he incorporated the roar and made sure the royalties cleared every month. Greg Norman. Greg Norman swims in cash and controversy. Worth $400 million, the great white shark turned from champion to CEO chaos, steering LIV Golf into golf's biggest money storm. Between Great White Shark Enterprises, wine empires, and beef exports, Norman has diversified his fortune like a hedge fund in golf shoes. His Palm Beach estate is $40 million of ocean view ego, and his car collection could fund a small country. Greg Norman didn't just play golf, he turned it into an industry, then sold it back to the highest bidder. And that's the leaderboard no one dares to challenge. The 20 richest golfers alive, proving that money might not buy a better swing, but it sure buys a prettier one. From Tiger's billion-dollar empire to Rory's moral millions, each of them turned precision and patience into profit. Because in golf, the greens are sacred, but the real game is always about who owns them. Stay tuned, subscribe, and keep your eye on the next scandal from the world where swings are smooth and the money never stops rolling.